is Ines Ramata, and I'm a first-year college student in the United States of America. This is my message to Rwanda. My message is to all of those in my generation, those whose shoe size I can fit in. We are a golden generation. Let no one lie to you. We are fortunate to have been born in the easy time, and trust me, it was. But we still have a lot of responsibilities to carry on. We carry a history of massacres, slaughters, blood, and betrayal of our loved ones everywhere we go every day. But we're also a generation in which every lens in every single part of the world sees hope. We're living proof of what hard work reaps, of what love produces, and what it means to have a vision. We're first generation aftermath Rwandans with one nationality, representing the only country in Africa that has only one nationality. But let us not take for granted the freedom that has been given to us. It takes courage to walk back into the time when life had a price tag. But that's the only way to constantly remind ourselves of why we work so hard in the first place. Our parents have united to build a vision to renew our country, and it's our turn to carry on and sustain the country in which we all stand tall for every day. And this is done with courage and wisdom to remember, and it takes love to unite, and hope and confidence to renew the country that we love so much. We have to ensure that what happened in the 1994 genocide never happens again, and it starts with my generation, with me remembering.
Hi, my name is Mahmoud. I'm a grad student at UBC from Ivory Coast. As you all know, my country has been through a war from almost 10 years, from 2002 to 2012, and it ended pretty badly with the post-war, post-electoral crisis. And it's a bit hard for me to tell how it evolved since then and how the youth responded, because I spent most of my time in Vancouver, and Lord knows how isolated it is from Ivory Coast. But I can tell you from what I noticed in my few trips back. But I have to start. First of all, the events in Ivory Coast were really, really serious, but way less extreme than what happened in Rwanda. But when I went back, I could tell that the trauma, it was really traumatic, and people were not really open to talk about it. But you can tell that people don't want it to happen again. They didn't want to live it again. It was really, really traumatic. But even though you know that the hatred is still there, and what makes it even stronger is that the relation of power completely shifted. The people that were oppressed before now as the power, and vice versa. And about the youth, it's like, I think there is two categories. There is I don't know if you know about Ivory Coast, but there is a kind of vibrant youth that is really about partying, and you call it Génération Coupé Décalé. You know, it's all about, and yes, they don't really evoke it, and it's kind of we kind of living right now. We're having fun, and we don't want war to happen, but we don't talk about it. and it's kind of the way that we've been. I mean, it's kind of the way that we've been raised, because evoking political issues are always hard, since you don't really know what anyone is like. You don't really know what is in the heart of your neighbor, so you don't really want to evoke it. Just want to have fun with these people. And when actually the event breaks and you have you see when there is like really bad things happening, now you can see the real heart of people and what they really think and what they will really do. So there is this, and there is the other type, more conscious generation, that kind of evoke it and they write about it. There you can see Facebook that status of people trying to talk about how we can try to change it and our mentalities and all these. Most of them are really fed up about like the current political class and all this tribalism. But yeah, that's what I can tell. There is like really two types: the one that don't really want to talk about and just live in the moment, and the one that are kind of involved but use the social networks in order to vehiculate their message.
We tend to forget where we came from, tend to want to learn from our very own mistakes, tend to ignore all warning signs, and want to push on it, poke just a little bit further to see how far it can hold before bursting open and spilling over. This is when we realize what we did, what we have done, and start to cry over spilt milk. Innocence is spilt, futures dim, and hope seems to flow away with the lives sadly slain. For how long will we participate in the brutal snatching of our futures, ignorantly stare as our eyes are blinded by hate, pain, distrust, and loath? For how long will we not see that the time for change came with our generation? The minds that should see a glass half full and not one half empty is us. No to slaughter, no to helplessness, no to permanently scarring our children and leaving them as hollow as empty shells. No more. Let us be those who learnt by what they saw, those who chose life over death, those who chose love over hate, peace over war. It only takes a spark to light up hate and hostility, and a lifetime to live with the consequences.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Introduce yourself to the world.
介绍一下你自己。My name is Doodle。
这是我呢。
我是北方工业大学自动化系的一名学生。
Do you know anything about Rwanda?
你知道卢旺达吗？
不太知道。
Okay. Do you know anything about genocide, or do you know the definition of genocide?
你知不知道就是种族之间的仇杀呀，或者宗教之间的仇杀的这个事儿，你怎么看？
我知道一点这些事儿。我觉得就是没有必要，就是区分人种，大家都是平等的。
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
This is an excerpt from a poem entitled
A Flame Rekindles. As I walk on the green hills, sleep between deep valleys, and stand majestically on strong mountains, we are constantly reminded.
as I look to the skies, fish in the lakes, maneuver through the rivers and travel the forests,
we are constantly reminded. As I wake up every morning, go to class and strive to pass, we are constantly reminded of our past.
of where we came from, the land in which we were born, and the unfortunate storm that left us torn. And now, every April 7th, we mourn.
We are constantly reminded. Hora Rwanda, kandi uhoreho, ukomeze ube igisubizo ku bibazo, umutekano n'amahoro ku kavuyo n'urukundo ku rwango, ukomeze ube urugero kuri bose ku isi hose.
My name is Angel Uwamahoro.
My name is Ines Diamata.
My name is Natasha Muhoza.
Good afternoon.
下午好，
下午好，
Introduce yourself to the world.
介绍一下自己。
我叫王豪，是北方工业大学的一名学生，今年大二。
Do you know anything about Rwanda?
你知道卢旺达吗？
我知道一点儿。
What do you know about Rwanda?
知道什么？
卢旺达是一片美丽的国度，然后这里的人们爱好和平，他们喜欢唱歌跳舞，然后他们都诚实勇敢。
Do you know anything about genocide or the definition of genocide?
就是你知不知道？你有什么看法？对于就是种族之间啊、人种之间的这些杀戮？
我觉得就是因为种族之间、种族或者宗教信仰之间的这种原因去杀人是非常不好的一件事情，可以认为是毫无理由，因为这违背了道义。我就觉得应该是全世界的人民都是平等的，不应该因为就是你的信仰不同或者你的肤色不同这一点差异，然后就去随便剥夺人的性命，这是错误的做法。
Thank you, Mr. Zero.
谢谢。
Thank you.
As we commemorate the 1994 genocide against the Tutsis, let us remember and unite as one in order for us to build our country for a better tomorrow.
Winston Churchill said, "The further back you can look, the further forward you can see." Let us join together to learn from yesterday, live today, and hope for tomorrow.
As we commemorate the 20th anniversary of the genocide against the Tutsi, let us know that life is a gift, not to be claimed, but to be owned. And as we remember, let us own and cherish life. Tubeho.
The will to love each other, the will to forgive each other, the will to respect each other, the will to stay united. As we remember our loved ones, let us strive to keep moving forward. We are the future. Where there's a will, there's a way.
A wise man once said that those who do not learn from their history are doomed to repeat it. So let's learn from our history. Let's take those lessons from our past and live the present. Let's hope for a better future. A better future of a strong and powerful home. Let's be the hope of our country.
Hi, banyita ntwari ya Laboris, yanyu akanya ndi muri Amerika ariko umutima n'ibitekerezo byanjye nashifuza kubakira kuri kumwe na muri ibi bikomeye. Ndashaka kubamenyesha ko nifatanyije namwe muri ibi bikomeye murimo, ariko mbere na mbere ndashaka gutanga message by'umwihariko ku rubyiruko rwose, buri muntu wese waba waje kwitabira iki gikorwa, buri muntu wese urubyiruko rwose rwaba rwabashe kwitabira iki gikorwa, wowe urubyiruko, wowe n'umunyarwanda muri musa muri kano kanya, kugira ngo ubwire umwanya wawe ufashe kugira ngo uze hano kugira ngo wumve ubone ibyabaye ku gihugu cyacu. Ntabwo ari ibyo gukinisha kandi ntabwo ari ibyo kureba gusa buri sinema ndashaka kugira ngo isomo ryose mukura muri iyo sare tugirire akamaro, kuko ni twebwe Rwanda rw'ejo kandi ni twebwe tugomba guharanira ko ibyabaye bitazongera kuba. Ndashimiye cyane kuba mwabashije kuza kwifatanya natwe muri iki gikorwa, cyane cyane urubyiruko. Akenshi cyane urubyiruko wasangaga tutaba interesi muri ibi bintu, ariko ndabashimiye cyane kuba mwabashije kwitabira iki gikorwa. Ikindi kintu ndashaka kubwira urubyiruko rwose rwo mu Rwanda, niba waravutse nyuma ya jenoside cyangwa jenoside iri kuba, ntibivuze ko utagomba kumenya ibyabaye, ntibivuze ko utagomba kumenya kuko cyangwa guharanira ko ibyo bitazongera kuba. Ni twebwe Rwanda rw'ejo, ni twebwe Rwanda aho uyu muntu uzigera uza kutwigisha, ni twebwe ejo bundi tuzaba turi kubyigisha abana bacu, ni twebwe ejo bundi tuzaba turi kuvuga stories z'ibyabaye, ni twebwe nta wundi. Ndashaka kuza kubabwira ngo courage kandi mufatanyije namwe muri ibi bintu kubamo, nubwo ndi kure yanyu ariko umutima wanjye n'ibitekerezo byanjye biri kumwe.
Mumburane za juru yakabujunga mwijoro rishira inkoko arushimire bwo guhinda kubona byiza y'abanyarwanda induru yavuze kabiri ciye kagokana senyavi impundu ziravuga mu rukari ingoma ziracunda zigana imwima uwara yaruhamura meheta batinyi bataye yarayahuru yavuna ubuhambe nuko yasanze busa n'ubugesera yarakomeje aratabara ishyamba ry'urwirira ricamo inkora inka z'u Rwanda zimubonaho zirarisha zirahaga